for them, what's their biggest red flag in a guy?
Very good question. We'll start with Miss Puerto Rico.
What is my biggest red flag?
You're the first one that comes to mind. There's one red flag in a guy.
Man whore.
Friendly.
Too friendly?
Too friendly, yeah. Like she said, I would like to be like different. I would like to get treated different than any other
Also
random.
hostile to other people, but friendly to you only.
Like if that's my man, yes.
What's
If
the-
that's
what's
my
the-
man, yes.
What's the red flag?
If he's too friendly, if he's too nice. To
I mean, I'm
other girls, I
assuming.
guess.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean? Too nice to other girls?
You're right.
So he's very like friendly with other girls.
Okay.
Right. I don't like friendly people. Friendly guys, just friends.
Even though you are, which is hilarious. What about you?
No.
You're very
You never
friendly.
know me. I'm
Mike,
single. I could be.
I'm confused, man. Okay, cool. What about you?
Bro. I thought it was a simple question.
Yeah, it was.
I tried to dumb down the second question.
So the question is, what is a red flag? Rojo. What is a flag in Spanish?
Rojo. Yeah.
A rojo
Una bandera roja.
Bandera.
flag in a man.
Jealous, when he's jealous.
Jealous.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, jealous.
What about you?
I say bad hygiene.
Could you define that for us? What is bad hygiene?
Like, if you, first of all, if you ugly and you got on this,
Sorry for
hold on, hold on, wait a minute. First of all, just recently, I seen a guy, whatever, walk past me. He smelled really good, but his face didn't match the cologne that he was wearing.
Damn,
So. Dude, I
What does
was
that mean?
immediately turned off. I was like, you smell real good, but your face don't match the cologne. Like,
What does that mean?
that means if you look good and you smell good, it's a green flag. But if you ugly and you smell good, it's like, I don't know.
Her
like-
red flag is ugly guys.
So yeah,
No,
so her
no,
red
bad
flag.
hygiene for me.
So her red flags if they're ugly.
And they smell bad. It's a big red flag.
Okay.
Oh man.
Okay. For you?
I would say my biggest red flag in a guy is overly emotional or too nice. Like, I don't want
So
them
like
to-
lack of emotional control. Like he
Like, I don't want you to be like
he doesn't stay calm and
If you're a crybaby, that's disgusting. If you whine or complain, it's disgusting. Or if they get like overly angry and show that they're overly angry and like are like throwing stuff or punch the wall, like you have like anger issues, like you have no control of your emotions.
Immature.
Okay.
Toxic or controlling?
What is toxic?
Either or.
Define toxic.
Like your baby daddy?
Let's not mention that.
Oh, or if they don't have a job.
I think controlling.
That's a leech.
What does controlling mean to you?
When like you can't be yourself, like you have to. I don't know. I would like to be in a relationship that I could be myself. You know, like a guy that tries to control you, your every move, every second, doesn't trust you. That's a huge red flag to me.
I would argue he cares about you a lot because he wants to make sure that you're good. And for the most part, if he's gonna want, for example, let's say you wear something crazy, like more sexy, more like I guess like more sexual, you go outside, what's gonna happen?
First of all, if I'm with a man, I'm not gonna do that because I have to respect you.
All right, so define controlling them.
Yeah, give us an example.
Okay.
Because women throw that term around all the time and don't even know what it means.
Like,
Like right now.
okay, listen. For example, I don't know. Like, let's say, look, for my birthday, we went on a yacht.
You can't make this up, bro.
For my birthday, we went on a yacht, and then it's my birthday. Like, obviously, I want to get drunk. It's my birthday. I want to celebrate. No, you can't dance. You got to sit there. What the fuck? What did I get on the yacht for? Why am I here with my friends?
Was he there?
Of course.
So he doesn't want you dancing
On your birthday.
With my friends.
on your birthday
with our
with your
girls.
friends.
It's kind of weird.
That's kind of
Yeah, it's an odd one.
Yes. Yes. No, I wasn't allowed to do anything. I can't talk to a guy. I got in trouble
Well,
and
you
yelled
can't-
at
what
because I was
guy-
talking to a guy that was with his girlfriend there. And we were
Okay.
talking about food.
Doesn't matter.
So what?
It's a guy.
I
It
mean, what
doesn't
kind of
matter
dance? Are
what
we
his
talking about like twerking and shit like that?
No.
You know, girls when they dance with their friends, they want to twerk and do
No,
crazy
I don't
shit.
do that. That looks dirty.
So
What?
See, but on a
I
boat,
grind with my friends.
Bachata, merengue?
that is working.
Yeah.
Grinding on
they
your
were doing
friends.
ballet.
Even worse.
In the boat.
Dirty ballet.
They was tap
Right.
dancing.
Okay.
No, I don't like twerking. I'm not
All
a
right.
stripper.
So he didn't want you dancing with your friends and potentially embarrassing yourself if it gets clipped. Okay, fair enough. That's
Yeah.
controlling. All right. Anything else? Turn off.
It's a toxic, but you could go to her.
What do you find toxic? Because that's another term that girls throw around all the time.
Everything in Miami is toxic.
Oh God.
I want 2 hours sleep.
We can't tell. All right. Well, what about you?
Okay. So do I have to narrow it down to one? I can name like a few things, right?
Oh.
Okay, so disrespecting his mom, any man who is disrespectful to his mom, I cut to 25 years later, that's gonna be me. So I'm good. The way that he treats people in general, you know, like janitorial staff, wait staff, anybody that he doesn't like really need, like the way that he addresses those people. And then if he treats them poorly, that's a red flag. If he leads a dishonest lifestyle, like if he's a scammer and like he's like scamming people out of their money, getting money from them, and then like turning around and like he's fine. And then if that something happens to that person, like he doesn't care about it,
Yeah.
also cuts into like the way that he treats people. Yeah, that stuff is a red flag to me.
Would you say leaving a nice tip is care for people as well?
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I find that to be a green flag.
Okay.
Thank you for being specific.
Finally, what about you, Miss
Yes.
Italy? Right?
Yes, Italy.
Cool.
For me, when he's toxic too, and when he love money more than you.
Toxic and loves money.
Now, when he's love money more than the people or you.
Okay, so
So
more
he
than
cares more for money than you.
okay. I mean,
It's like there is no humanity. It's like if you get sick, for example, and you need to go to the hospital, you have to pay bills. Like
He has money.
you need money. No, maybe
So-
they don't give you money to pay the bills, and
So being broke,
not being broke.
Like he's stingy with his money. He doesn't want to share it with you. Or
Sorry?
like he's stingy with his money and doesn't want to share it with you.
That's what it
Because
sounds
I'm
like.
confused with your
no
point.
There is I met few peoples, like a guy, like the woman needs to see the doctor, and there was some bills to pay, like not too much, but he preferred don't pay the bills to go to bring her to the doctor.
Also, he's cheap. He just doesn't want to spend money on things that money should be
Yes.
spent on.
Sorry,
Like he doesn't want to spend money.
that one spend.
Que prefiere quedarse el dinero que
Yes.
dárselo.
No, yes, for important thing.
oh, okay. So she's saying
For your health, like this means he love you.
Oh,
So-
it's a
yes.
green.
So she's saying in a nutshell that he's making money a priority when it comes to your well-being. He doesn't care about you.
Yeah, I think your needs, you know,
Okay.
it's not like
Okay.
for a
Oh, okay,
bag.
okay.
That makes sense, like over
if you
health.
need-
So her thing is just a cheapskate is what it really comes down to.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's not about he cares about money too much. It's that he's a cheapskate and won't spend money on things that are important.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what's the other thing? You said toxic?
Yes.
What do you
like,
mean by toxic?
Don't give you like a space or yes, control you all the time. And I had a bad experience about that, and this history and these studies, and in the police.
Control. How did he control how?
So, like where you going?
Don't go
Who
there.
is you?
Stay home.
Don't go there. Yes. Why you wearing this dress or something
Do you
like
think
that?
that's controlling though?
Or call you all the times, like
Where you at,
50
bitch?
times a day.
Do you think that's controlling or a man that cares about you?
No, controlling. Like cares about you. Yes, you can call me like 2 times a day. Like this is like care about me, but not 50 times.
I guess it could be two sides because I don't mind if someone calls me all the time. Like I enjoy that.
I will say, like, as a woman, I'm hearing all the like I want space from my man is a little mind-boggling and confusing to me. And I'll say that because like all I want is their undivided time and attention. And I know when they're a busy person, I can't have that. And that's very hard for me because all I want to do is be with them 24/7.
Yeah, that's
Like,
why
I'm not a
saying.
clingy type like that.
Space, like like I want to be able to like have our own lives and whatever. You want to go out with your friends and enjoy yourself with your friends, like that's cool, whatever. But like, I want you to come home and crawl in bed with me, and I want to be there, and I want to like cook for you. Like if you're asking me where I'm going because I'm leaving and like what I'm doing, and you don't want me to leave and you want me there with you, like I want to stay inside.
Stop the cat. All right.
No, shut up, Chris. You know that's true.
So, so for you, it's being cheap and toxic, as in like they bother you too much. They call you 50 times a day or whatever.
Yes.
Okay.
I think there is
All right.
the balance. Have to
Okay.
be a balance.
Don't call you a lot. That's fine. That's fine. But I disagree with you on like, dressing a certain way. I think if a woman is with a man, she shouldn't be dressing provocatively unless that man is there. And she shouldn't be going to nightclubs or going to places where alcohol is served and there's a bunch of men trying to talk to her without him there either.
Yes, agreed. Yeah.
I don't think a woman should be going to clubs or bars or any of these places without her man.
Or traveling.
Is that, you disagree?
Or traveling alone.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with traveling alone if you're
Oh,
single.
right.
Like, you have to trust your woman. Yes. Like, if you don't trust your woman, it's cannot be a relationship. Like,
Okay, but would you
it's not a
trust your man if he goes alone on a trip?
Yes, I do, because if I don't trust him, I cannot stay with him. Because it's not good. I'm not happy. Like, worry all the time about where he go, like who is with him. No, it's not like a healthy relationship for me.
What's worse, if a man cheats or if a woman cheats?
Both.
Woman.
Which one is worse for the relationship? I'm asking her. If you had to pick one.
I think when the man cheating, usually stay with a woman. He's like just for have fun. When the woman cheating is more dangerous because much of the time he leave the man and go with the
Okay.
lover.
So cheating for women is worse, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So bars, nightclubs, isn't it easier for women to cheat?
No.
You don't think it's easier for women to cheat
No,
than men?
because if somebody wanna cheat a partner, he can go to the supermarket. He can go out like 5 minutes. He can
Supermarket
cheat.
cheating, bro.
That's a really good place to pick up women, actually.
He can find somebody
Let's say,
everywhere.
hold on. Let's say you and your husband went to a nightclub. Who do you think is going to have an easier time meeting the opposite gender?
Women.
Woman, of course.
So it's easier for you to cheat, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I have more opportunity
Exactly.
to cheat if I want.
So that means it's easier, right?
Yes. But
So since it's easier for you to cheat, doesn't that mean that you have to work a little bit harder to avoid cheating? Since it's so much easier for you to cheat?
Yes.
It's just common logic.
Do you
I
want the
don't know,
milk?
because like
no, and I agree because it's not. I have more opportunity, but I grow up like I don't feel I need to cheat my man. Like I can have like 100 men under me, but
Wait,
I
you did?
love him.
100 men.
I love him, so I don't have this temptation to cheating him. Like I don't see them. I don't see the other mans. I see just my partner, my husband.
But that's when you're in love with a person.
Yeah.
When a woman is in love with somebody, they don't look at another person.
Yes.
Mhm.
If I
I
feel,
think the chat sees what I'm seeing.
if
No,
I feel
I
Yeah,
do
but if
see
you're,
where
But see, I get what you're saying because if a woman loves a man, she doesn't want to cheat. However, she also would say, you know what, this environment is not healthy for me to be in. So
Yeah.
as a result, if I love my man, I don't want to be here.
Well,
Yeah.
for a man, it's a red flag if his girl wants to go out to bars and clubs without him, because what's the motivation there?
Mhm.
Like, why is it? What? Like, how come?
Yeah.
Why is it happening?
I think like stay with a person doesn't mean like just him exists. Like you have to have friends because it's gonna be a toxic relationship. You have to have your space,
No,
your
you
passion.
can have
like
friends, but you don't have to go out to nightclubs.
yeah,
and
friends
be
are important, like
But
100%. But
if you're a person like you
Why
don't
don't you stay in
cheat,
the house and drink
your
wine?
partner,
Why-
you can go
why don't you
everywhere.
guys stay in the
don't
house and drink
cheat.
wine?
you can wine and canvas, go to
Yeah.
dinner. You can do.
What if you go out
Yeah,
with all of your
coffee
friends that are also in
dates.
relationships or married? Like you want to go out with your friends, you know,
Like-
and they're all in relationships or married, you know. It's like, oh, let's go out, you know, let's link up or whatever, or go on a date, like a double date. or
Yeah,
triple
where
date,
like your husbands all go to. Like I don't know. I don't want to be in a club without my.
yeah.
If I'm in a relationship, I don't want to be in a club without them. Also, because like I said, when people are coming up to you, like you can say I have a boyfriend or I'm married or whatever all you want, but people are, as women, going to repetitively come and hit on us and try to take us home and bother us and like saying no all night. Like then it just becomes annoying, and then my night is ruined and bothered because I'm not having a good time. I'm telling people to get away from me. Yeah, like it's just not that's not enjoyable.
Right.
I don't know.
Interesting.
I agree.
All right. So you still want to be able to go to the club and dress however you want with your man there or not?
It's not a dress, it's not a club, it's a person. Like you decide to cheat somebody, it's not because I'm the club, so I cheat on somebody.
So you're saying
no.
as an individual, you decide what you
Yes,
want to do.
it's your values.
But once again, the environment, it's not healthy. No?
I
You don't think so?
Sorry.
What's
Can you
unhealthy
repeat that?
about the environment?
I'm saying,
Like,
for
What
example,
is the environment?
Go ahead.
Como el
ambiente.
ambiente del
Temptation.
El sitio,
All around.
el lugar.
Okay, I work like a model in Italy.
Oh,
For,
you're a model?
In Italy, I was a model.
You been in Vogue?
No,
Then you're not a model. Go ahead.
no professional, like no high level model, but it was
When you were a model, how long were you a model for? From what ages? What age were you a model?
like 22 years old until I came here, like
damn.
31 years
A while
old.
ago.
That was a long time ago.
So, okay, so 22 to 31, and then you met your husband when you were how old? Were you when you met him?
No, I was here. But I was in a relationship when I was in Italy. I was a model. And when you are a model, you met a lot of people.
No, I
a
know,
lot
I
of
know.
men, but I never cheat my
But I'm saying, when did you meet your husband that you have now? When did you meet him?
2017.
Okay, so you met him when you were like 31?
6 years
Yeah.
ago.
Okay, all right. So you met him at 31, and then before him, did you have like another boyfriend? You
I
said
had a boyfriend in Italy
Before?
before to come here.
before,
Yes.
and why didn't that work out with your boyfriend?
Because it was a long relationship. Like we live in a different city. And I
okay.
left Italy.
Yeah.
I didn't want to live in Italy anymore, and he wants to stay in Italy. So we didn't have the same plan for the future.
Okay. Was he a model too, or
No, I was an engineer.
okay? From 22 to you were with him from 22 to 31.
No, no, I had 22 to 28.
Okay. All right. Very interesting.
Very.
Okay. All right. So you don't want nobody to tell you what to do.
No.
Fair enough. I see what's going
see a
on
pattern here.
Yeah, I see the pattern here. That's fine. What about you? What is a red flag for you for man?
I guess like a guy that just follows like a lot of women on like social media and he's just like always liking their pictures and stuff. I think that's a red flag. Yeah, that's a red flag for me. Just like liking a bunch of pictures and like I think that's what falls under her umbrella of friendly. Because I feel like that's friendly like with women, you know, like you gotta like hold like your girlfriend at a different standard and like I don't know, show them a different type of love. Yeah, and like I just don't think it's cool because you kind of like put your girlfriend like in a you embarrass her by doing that by liking all these pictures and following all these girls because it's like oh like he doesn't care about her. Like,
Vice versa, though.
Yeah.
Guys, if you do the same thing, they be vice versa. Guys, if you be liking guys' pictures, they're gonna be on your ass too. Like,
Yeah,
why are you
yeah.
liking these niggas' pictures? Like, but yeah, we like
You can't because that makes you a hoe.
exactly.
big
But
facts.
we have a title, but you guys could do it,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you
what
guys
about
don't have a
guys, huh?
title.
A man fucking a bunch of bitches is not the same as a woman fucking a bunch of dudes. Not even close.
Okay, but one thing
There's
is liking,
like,
another thing is
like-
fucking.
Huh?
One thing is liking, and another thing is fucking.
Yeah, but any type of behavior done by a woman that could lead to fucking is unacceptable, especially if you have a man. Whether that's going to the club, like
That's
it's crazy to me
agreeable.
how like one thing
But if
about your guys'
women have-
answers that I've noticed is like toxic, controlling, calling me or whatever there may be. Like women got to understand that if you're going to be in a relationship with a man and that man has any set of balls or a backbone, he's going to have standards and regulations and boundaries. So if you want to behave like you're single, then be single. But it's very disrespectful to the man that you behave like you're single when you have a man. Going to the club, dressing provocatively on the internet, dressing provocatively when he's not there, wanting to go out in social situations, drinking with other people that isn't him. Like, I find it crazy how girls want to be able to have a man at home, but be able to reserve the right to still do all the things that make them look like they're single.
but what if
Miami.
I'm not doing that and he's doing that then? Like,
Men and women aren't the same. Too bad.
but like, what do you mean?
Too bad.
That makes no
Like,
sense.
yeah, that
Yeah.
doesn't.
So
Because,
you have the
look,
I
freedom,
have
and
a
we don't.
question.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Myron.
Yeah.
Because like,
So what made you fall in love with me in the first place? If you know, like,
By you not being a whore.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Like men and women are not the same. Like A guy that can attract a bunch of chicks or a dude that fucks a bunch of girls is attractive. A girl that fucks a bunch of dudes or puts herself out there for a bunch of dudes is not attractive.
Can I ask
It's
a
not the same at all. Like if I go into when you go to a nightclub, right? Or you go to a VIP section, it's a higher status men with a bunch of bitches. You are never going to go into a VIP section and see chicks with a bunch of dudes. It doesn't work the other way around. Women love men that have other women, and it honestly keeps y'all in check. So it's a good thing. But when you have a bunch of dudes, it's unattractive. I don't know why women don't understand. You guys only like the double standards that benefit you. Getting into nightclubs for free, getting attention, getting validation, getting, you know, worship just because you have a vagina. For men, life is much harder. So since life is much harder for us to be attracted to the opposite gender, we get to enjoy the fruits of our labor differently than you guys do. Y'all don't have to work for shit. Just go in, be hot and young, good enough. For us, we have to acquire some status, acquire some confidence, dress well, smell good, etc. You can have everything together. She's still going to reject you. This girl over here, right? So it's like, yo, as a man, we get certain privileges that y'all don't because you don't earn your value. So I don't know why women don't get this. Like,
but I was saying in a relationship though, because like, what if I'm at home and I'm not doing any of those things, and then you're out in the club and you're doing that?
Okay, and
what do you mean?
What?
If I busted my ass and I got to a certain point and I'm an attractive man, right?
Why are you in a relationship?
I want.
Okay, but then why should we relationship together?
Yeah, I think the big caveat here is these are boundaries that are like set, right? Like obviously, if you're a dude and you're like, I'm gonna be monogamous with you, I'm never gonna cheat on you, and you do that, I don't think that's good. But I think it's okay. It's gonna be more. It's gonna be more accepted.
Yeah.
For a guy who's in this position to be able to set these boundaries.
Yeah.
And still execute. Like there's gonna be more. There's not gonna be any dudes who are gonna be like, okay, you can fuck as many girls as you want. That's not gonna happen.
Never. Yeah.
But in reality, women with a guy who's built his life up, it can happen in practice, right? It can happen.
Yeah.
But
a girl will accept a man that has multiple women, but a man almost never will accept a woman that has multiple dudes. Unless and if he does accept it, those are the guys you don't want anyway.